Hi, I'm David Horwich, and today I would like to talk to you about my new book, all about education. The name of the book is Poor Cheated Little Johnny. Obviously the title is somewhat ironic, but it's not as ironic as we would all like it to be. This is not a book about one particular student. It's a book that talks about the problems, systemic problems in education today and how we can solve them. The book started out as a series of posts on a blog and has developed. If you happen to have read some of those posts, you should know that each one has been tremendously rewritten, expanded upon, detailed, and focused so that the message is very, very clear in each chapter. The book is broken into 3 separate parts. The first part provides an outline of the history of education and why it's important that we educate our children. I think that before getting into a breakdown of the problems and the solutions for education today, it's very important that we agree that we actually need to educate our children. We're certainly not doing a stupendous job of that, and it would appear that there is perhaps some disagreement as to whether or not we need to succeed at this job. So the first part of the book, which is rather short, deals with that specific issue. The second part of the book is called Problems, and it takes apart, piece by piece, each of the significant problems in education today. What I try to do is to focus on the tools that educators use today in order to educate. Now, of course, educators today have been trained to use the tools that they use. And these are the tools that have been effectively in use for about 100 years in education. Things like grading, report cards, grade levels, testing, evaluations. There are a long list of tools that we've been told are necessary to successful education today. Well, they're not. Not only are they not necessary, but they're almost invariably destructive. What I do in the book is, chapter by chapter, take each individual tool that we've been taught to use and break down why it doesn't work, what mechanically makes it ineffective or destructive as far as a child's education is concerned. So that covers the second part of the book. The final part of the book is the vast majority of the book, and it's called Solutions. It's about 2/3 of the book. No, it's actually a little more than 2/3 of the book. And what I do is I take each one of those tools that we discussed in the problem section and I flip it. I demonstrate either a different tool that is related to the tool that doesn't work but that can work, or I take the tool that doesn't work and I show how it could be modified or utilized for our purposes in order to provide a really superlative education for our children. The bottom line is this. We want our children to receive wonderful educations in a safe environment where they feel empowered and where their creativity and their intelligence and their curiosity is constantly stimulated. The end result should be an adult who is incredibly capable and has a tremendous education to bring to bear and can really provide society something of value. Not only that, but provide his own life a lot of control and understanding and be able to live a life the way a human being should live a life. This book provides you, the educator, you, the parent, you, the student, with exactly the tools you will need. Each tool is described very precisely in that third section of the book. Entire chapters are turned over to each individual tool so that you can see for yourself what a real test that was going to help the student instead of evaluate him would look like. You can see how we can get rid of grade levels and what we can replace them with. Get rid of evaluations and report cards and what we can replace them with. Get rid of schools, at least in their current construction, and what we might replace them with that would be far more effective and valuable to our children. So I hope that you'll take a look at the sample provided. We give you an entire chapter as a sample of the book, and consider looking over my book, because I think it will provide you many, many wonderful answers as to how to best affect an education with your child in this world today. Thank you very much.